Taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback. former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mariota's throw taken in by Watkins here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Lance now to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Our coaches tell us all the time how the powerful arm is the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and then you can put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Patterson running between the tackles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last. But what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mariota now from the 50. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One of the most hyped, talked about prospects that enter the league at tight end. Kyle Pitts certainly delivered and probably exceeded expectations as a rookie. He had 1,000 yards and ranked 3rd among tight ends and 2nd among all rookies in receiving. Sky, absolutely the limit for this young man. A nice pickup there for a 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Patterson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. We're scoreless after 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there.
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Got this complete to the tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Able to find Gray here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On play action, Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle from 10 yards out.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Gets this one to use check.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they're going to speed things up here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job by him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have it looking at 3rd and 10.
Lance looks to throw again.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons will take over at their own 14-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. So we have reached half.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Finding Gray going across the field. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lance on the option right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Throwing now is Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's play number 9 now as they come up on 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's able to get it across. To the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start.
they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And way up past the 33 before it's taken down. They really let down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Running left, here's Patterson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to speed things up here, with some tempo.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And Lance going to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. For this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Let's go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. On the move to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. Breakaway. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Pass complete to Green. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota. That's caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now with that clock rolling. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense